Well, hi everyone, and welcome to Community Journal. Thank you very much for joining us. We really appreciate you tuning us in. We have a full show today and an interesting show. And boy, are we ever marching
Ta-da!
along. Yeah, we're going to introduce Erica in just a second, but boy, are we in the middle of summer now.
Yes, we are. It's good and hot and humid.
It certainly is, that's for sure. But so fast, the season is really going quickly, and we hope if you are a visitor here on Cape Cod, you are enjoying yourself. There is so much to see. And we're going to give you a lot of information today, so have pencil and paper there if you could, and you might find something interesting. You can see we have a third person at the table this morning. You've seen her before. She is Erica Strezpak, who is a program aide. She's involved with the Cultural Center and also involved with the Seaside Marketplace, which of course is the new effort down there in Saquatucket Harbor that has become so successful. So Erica, we invite you back and thank you for taking out your time to come and join us.
Well, thanks for having me this morning. We certainly have a lot going on in both locations.
I see that.
So we'll try to breeze through it quickly.
Okay.
So the Seaside Marketplace is open daily from 9 to 6. We are almost filled for the season,
Isn't
which is
that
going to
wonderful?
be, it's hard to believe we're in August, and then we'll be quickly heading into Labor Day. So I still have room for a few vendors. They're welcome to find information about how to apply online at the town website, and go to the Harwich Cultural Center and you'll find a link for the marketplace. Shows you the list of vendors online. But this week we have 2 different photographers there.
Oh, wow.
We have, she does clay beads and homemade jewelry and manufactured things. So really exciting vendors that we've been seeing over the season. I know you were telling me beforehand that you've been down shopping.
Yes, I
Here.
have. My daughter bought 2, one for herself and one for me when we were down there buying tickets for the Seal Cruise. So just go down
It's
and
wonderful.
look around. It really is. And every week there's some different
Every
people.
Wednesday is when we switch over, so we have
Okay.
new vendors each Wednesday, so it's always fresh and different people. So it's really great, and we're excited to get the feedback and looking for improvements for next season. So
Oh, that's so exciting that it's coming off to such a great start. And it'll go through Labor Day weekend. Is
Labor
that
Day weekend
correct?
we're going to close, and
Okay.
then again we have hopes that next season we'll be able to have extended hours and more weekends and things. So one step at a time, but it's gone great so far.
Wow.
Exactly. And the hours are, I
So we're
believe-
open daily 9 to 6.
Ah, good to know. All right.
Wow, it is amazing. And is there anything else we should know about the Cultural Center? What's going on
Cultural
there?
Center, again, is taking off with all sorts of events. So this afternoon, we have a new studio and a grand opening. Nettie Berkeley will be having a grand opening, and she invites you in from 5 to 7:30 in the Studio 203. So we're excited to see her come into the center. She's kicking off. She'll have a whole new set of workshops and
Oh,
things for
yeah.
adults that you can schedule and register for with her this evening. You can also find more information again on the town website on the community calendar. So I've been loading in all those events. So if you missed something here today, you can find that online, or we'll have flyers and information at both the community center and the cultural center.
Wonderful.
So Nettie's grand opening is going to be right before. Again, we have our concert series, Cran Fest in the Courtyard tonight.
Oh, boy.
So tonight's musical performer, Zoe Mulford, is a singer-songwriter of ballads, funny songs, and the 2018 Song of the Year for the International Folk Awards. So I
Oh,
think
wow.
she's
Wow.
quite acclaimed, and I think we'll have a wonderful turnout.
Wow.
So
And
again,
the weather's perfect.
The weather's great. We've moved
Yeah.
those showers out, so we'll be excited to see. It's great to see returning faces each week, and then new faces who come. So I usually try to poll everybody as they're coming into the concert. So really
And they
exciting.
can buy tickets at the door. Is that
Tickets
correct?
available at
All
the
right.
door.
And what
Bring
time does that start?
So we open gates about 5:45.
Okay.
So bring a blanket, bring your chairs, and it'll be out in the courtyard.
And can you bring a picnic?
You can bring a picnic, and
Oh,
then they do
good.
have beverages and softer drinks for sale.
Excellent.
So that's tonight. Tomorrow we have our once a month free open to the public labyrinth walk up in the former library space. So that's at 10 a.m. So that's a meditation practice that's facilitated by renters in our building, Labyrinth Quests.
Oh.
So that's been quite popular, been going on for several months now. It's always the second Friday of the month. So again, this Friday, 10 a.m. And then on Saturday, we have a really exciting, besides having open studios, which we've been doing this summer from 10 to 1, Anne Flash, who is a very accomplished local artist, and she's actually a professor up at the college. She'll be giving sort of an overview of her creative process throughout these years of her career. And Anne's work is really quite exciting, and it's really large. So it's exciting to see. Some people aren't familiar with artists who are working on a really large scale, so her work is quite long and really well suited to the studio spaces there at the Cultural Center. She's got quite a lot of space to branch out.
Oh, perfect.
So we've got that going on. What else do I have going on? Also this weekend during open studio time, Captain's Row, the community effort in West Harwich, they have commissioned watercolors. So they have 12 really gorgeous watercolors of the Captain's Row houses on exhibit in the library. So that'll be going on Fridays and Saturdays, starting this Saturday throughout the month of August, 10 to 1, if people want to pop in and see those. See that artwork they commissioned. They're really gorgeous. They did a wonderful job. So
I have to try and do that.
Yeah, that is a very, very,
live.
okay, well, see, there you go.
very
Wonderful.
special
We should
area.
see our neighborhood.
You'll enjoy it. They're really gorgeous. They look wonderful up in that space.
And there's been one, especially one remodel there that is absolutely spectacular.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's really exciting to see that area come alive.
Yeah, it's good. Yes, and I really hope that continues. It's
Absolutely.
really a wonderful thing to have.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed is right.
Absolutely. And probably, finishing up here for this week and next week here as we roll into August, I have some props here. Stitchology Kids, again, that's been a really exciting, great program that has launched this summer. Stitchology teaches sewing to children's starting about age 8. So she does two different age groups, so new sewers and older sewers. And the kids in their spare time, they do these wonderful bookmarks. So I have brought these over today to hand out as little tokens of
thank you. Well, I like this
excellence
one.
Oh,
So
thank
enjoy
you.
that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So next week is our last session, and she does have more space online that you can sign up. So there's still room if you wanted your children to get involved with that. So
Excellent. And
still
what day of the
time for
week is that held?
So she runs Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
Okay.
Two groups of children. The younger children in the morning at 9 o'clock, and then the second class starts about 12:30.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
Really
great things to know about.
And the only thing else I didn't touch upon is we have one other mixed media artist who's also kicking off continuing sessions of workshops. So all of those are sign up and attend. No, you don't have to pre-register, but certainly pre-registering is helpful. So Kitty Scabelli is running those on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Again, you can find a list of the different events on our town website calendar. And she does things like jelly plate printing. She's doing work with Citrusolve papers. Just a lot of really fun things that you don't have to be overly experienced to have fun and be creative. So it's a great.
Wow.
Those are all held in our new creative suite, which is the former principal's office. So principal's suite. So
See how your former office can be
yeah,
used?
So it won't be
Amazing.
as tragic as maybe when you were there the last time. So yes, absolutely. So.
Who was there as a principal the last time? Not at that school, but at another
Right,
school.
right.
So Citrusolve papers, what are they? I never heard of
I
them. Oh, you don't know either.
No, I'm a watercolor painter, so I have a lot of
Okay.
experience.
Oh,
Sounds
wow.
interesting.
Yeah, I don't have experience
Yeah,
with
it
that, so that
does.
sounds quite exciting. So
Yeah.
stencils and masks, a lot of really fun things that I think that people will enjoy. So
Excellent.
absolutely.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a lot to absorb. And can you give the website one more time so people can
So
go
you'll
online?
go to the Town of Harwich website, harwich-ma.gov, and then you'll locate under the departments. You'll go to the Harwich Cultural Center. My goodness, so many of them on there. Harwich Cultural Center, and the community calendar will list all of our events.
Excellent.
Very
Well,
good.
thank you so much for taking time out of your extremely
you.
busy
Yeah, we-
schedule to come and talk to us and tell us all about the exciting things that are going on.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks a lot,
Thank
Erica.
you.
We really appreciate it. Well, now we're going to change pace just a little bit because this is something I think you're going to find very interesting as well. Matt Cinto, who is going to look surprisingly young for what he is going to be doing, Brandenburg's by the Sea. He is a music director, and he was interviewed by Dinah. Let's take a look at what this is all about.
Hello, I'm here today with Matt Cinto from the Cape Cod Chamber Orchestra. Very excited to be talking with you. I've heard so much about your group, and I'm looking forward so much to hearing you soon. But I know you have 3 very special concerts coming up as a benefit, and we wanted to hear specifically about those, and then I'd like to talk a little bit about how you formed the orchestra, et cetera. But why don't we talk first about the benefit? It's called Brandenburg's by the Sea.
Yes, I'm excited for this weekend. It's going to be very busy and fun weekend for the orchestra, and a wonderful opportunity for us to raise money for Champ Homes. If you haven't heard of Champ Homes in Hyannis, they've been around, I believe, since 1991. They provide not only means for shelter for homeless people in Cape Cod, but they also do a very important thing, which is providing life skills, vocational opportunities, mentoring, and giving folks who are down on their feet an opportunity to, I guess, move on to a new and better chapter in their life.
So really homeless prevention as well.
Yes, it's an important part of their mission.
Right.
So I'm happy to be helping to support what they're doing here.
It's a
in
wonderful,
Hyannis.
wonderful organization, and it's great that you're combining your efforts with theirs. So it's terrific. So the concerts are actually going to be held on the 16th, 17th, and 18th in 3 different venues.
Yes.
Okay, and the first one is in Sandwich, at the Sandwich Town Hall on the 16th. And the second is at the Federated Church in Hyannis. And the third is at St. Christopher's Episcopal Church in Chatham.
So you have 3 different options. You could, by all means, come to all of the concerts. And believe it or not, even though we're performing the same music, they will all be different.
Of course.
It's just the wonderful thing about classical music and hearing a orchestra live is at least, I mean, the musicians don't always like it, but I'm kind of spontaneous
I see.
kind of guy. So, and really, all of the music on the program, 2 Brandenburg concertos that will be performing by Bach, Tchaikovsky's String Serenade, and Grieg's Holberg Suite.
The Grieg, the Grieg is so beautiful.
Beautiful
as well.
piece,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it fits very well with this program, especially with the Bach. And music for strings. I'm a violist originally, so I kind of have a little bit of an affinity for real, true string orchestra literature.
Yeah.
So it's
Right.
just wonderful, wonderful program, and our musicians are really world class. A lot of them play locally in the Cape Symphony.
Yes.
I've played with the New York Philharmonic and the Boston Symphony. I mean, these are really tremendous, tremendous players. And
they've gathered here to do this with you.
yes, it's right.
Which is really,
They've
really
come
great.
along for the ride
Yeah.
over the past year or
So
so.
do you conduct these concerts?
I do,
Yes.
I do. The Bach pieces would be a little silly with the conductor, so they play that on their own because they're smaller
Yes.
in scale. But the Tchaikovsky and the Grieg Holberg Suite traditionally do have conductors, so I get to do something with them, which is good.
It'll be nice for you to be up there, although obviously you're doing a lot to get them together. How many players will be performing in these concerts?
We'll have 16 musicians for this, which is really, it's about half the size of our orchestra. Traditionally, we have around 30, between 30, 35
And which instruments
musicians.
will be
This is
represented?
all string music, so we'll have violins and violas and cellos and 1 bass player as well, and me, although I make no sound. I like to think of myself as part of the makeup in some way.
Do you speak before the pieces are played?
I do. And
Give a little
this is
background.
part of my philosophy about, I mean, really about an orchestra and being an arts organization is I don't really expect people to, do a lot of research before they come to a concert. It's nice. It's nice to be able to speak a little bit about the pieces, but I don't like to overload people with lots of information because I think it does, and sometimes it can be a little detrimental to the musical experience, where you kind of throw out all this information and people are like, but really the best thing you can do to enjoy music is just listen to
Yes.
listen to it.
Yeah.
Come with an open mind.
Well, they're all 4 of the pieces that you're playing are absolutely spectacular.
Yeah, I don't.
It's
It
gonna
won't
be-
take much to
draw people in.
I mean, I think from the first
know.
note, you'll
Yeah.
have a sense of understanding, even if you've never even heard this this music before.
I think so too. Yeah, really beautiful. So let's see. You were going to tell me how you got this started. How did you get this started? I noticed it's called a collaborative
Yes,
orchestra.
and part of our mission and what I had in mind when I started the group was to work with different organizations on Cape Cod, not only in a charitable way, such as we're doing with Champ Homes, but also through this composer residency that I've established with the group. So it's an opportunity for a composer to come along with the orchestra and commission a piece or pieces throughout the season with other organizations or individuals on Cape Cod. It was all an experiment when I kind of, because it's new music. I think in the classical music world historically has been kind of a difficult sell for audiences, but I've found on Cape Cod more people come to our concerts not to hear Beethoven or Mozart and these famous composers, but to hear the new piece that we're writing.
Yeah.
So last year we did a project with the Guild of Harwich Artists, where we selected 3 painters and 3 paintings and did this collaborative concert. And we had a piece of art, and Francis Snyder, our composer for last year, wrote a set of 3 pieces with 3 different artists. And it's a nice event. It brings the community together in a way that really didn't exist before. It provides them, I think, is very important for our art and our work as artists, which is contemporary music.
Yes.
For whatever reason, classical music, unlike visual arts or dance or literature, doesn't always embrace contemporary artists.
That's true. That's true.
And I think instead of trying to shy away from that, we have to look, I think it's the most important way that we're going to move ourselves, not only the chamber orchestra, but other arts organizations in the future. It's important to be performing new music, but to give a perspective of an artist writing music in 2019 is important.
Yes.
Beethoven, when he was writing music in the 19th century, was giving a perspective of someone living in Austria, in Vienna, writing music, and his music is influenced by that. So to not have that going on and that exchange of ideas now, I think it's critical.
I think that's a great viewpoint, and I'm thinking about you're saying that each of the concerts, even though you're playing the same repertoire, each time will be different, and it's because it's a dynamic process too.
Exactly, it's very organic.
Very organic and very dynamic in between the players and also a composer. So
right.
it's really an exciting thing.
And for me, the audience is the most important component of this, because I had this conversation with someone. We could not play a concert with no audience.
No,
I don't think.
It feeds upon.
It's very important.
Yeah.
I mean, and there's things you rehearse a piece and you try to reach a certain level of but it's never the same as when you have people.
Right, it's the energy in the room. Really.
It is. It creates an atmosphere that doesn't exist without that. So.
Yep. It's very true. Well, it's why so many people love coming to live music, and this is why I would recommend these concerts
Thank you.
heartily, both for the benefit aspect of it for the Champ Homes, which sounds like a wonderful, wonderful organization, but also to hear you and your players, because it sounds like a really great newish thing on the Cape.
Yeah,
I think
thank
it
you.
would be great for us to forward this. So, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yep. This is Dinah Lane for Harwich Channel 18. Thanks so much.
He's so young, and he's doing such great work.
Wow.
Unbelievable. What a talented guy.
Oh, that is amazing.
Yeah, just amazing. And we really appreciate Matt sitting down with Dinah to give us some information about what the work he is doing. And Well, what a talent. That's just
And
incredible.
collaborating with artists?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
amazing.
that's really great.
Yeah.
You have something there.
I do, yes. Just to reiterate the dates that Matt and Dinah were talking about, Brandenburg's by the Sea, performed by Cape Cod Chamber Orchestra, with, of course, Matthew Cento as the music director, will be held 3 different times. Friday, August 16th at 7 p.m. at the Sandwich Town Hall, 130 Main Street, Sandwich. Saturday, August 17th at 7 p.m. at the Federated Church, 320 Main Street in Hyannis. And the closest one to us, Sunday, August 18th, 3 p.m., St. Christopher's Episcopal Church, 625 Main Street in Chatham. The tickets are $50, and to purchase tickets or to learn more about Champ Homes, you can visit www.champhomes, just as it sounds, .org, or call the office at 508-771-0885. And that's a
good.
wonderful organization
Yeah,
for
it really is.
to benefit.
Yep. You want to do another one?
Sure.
Why not?
All right. Bayberry Quilt Guild is holding their By the Sea 38th annual quilt show. I can't believe it. 38 years they have been coming down here. August 8th, which is today, right through the weekend, August 8th, 9th, and 10th, and it's at a new air-conditioned location, the Resort and Conference Center at 35 Scudder Road in Hyannis. The admission fee is $10, and that covers all 3 days. Children under 12 are admitted free. There is a group discount available for 10-plus people, and you can inquire through their Contact Us page, www.bayberryquiltersofcapecod, no spaces.com. www.bayberryquiltersofcapecod.com. Thursday and Friday from 9:30 to 4, Saturday from 9:30 to 3, there will be an exhibit of 250 plus quilts.
Oh, wow.
A quilt raffle to benefit local scholarships, a merchant's mall, handcrafted boutique, daily lectures and demonstrations, and quilt appraisals. So it covers everything. That sounds exciting.
It does sound
August
exciting.
8th to 10th.
Over 250 quilts in one
Yeah,
place?
yeah, I
My
know.
goodness, that's a lot of quilts.
Yes, it is. That's probably why they had to go to the Resort and Conference Center.
I would guess. I would guess. Very good. Well, the town of Harwich is just a wonderful honor here. It is a great privilege to welcome President Francisco Walter Tavares from the island of Brava, which is in the Republic of Cape Verde. He's going to be here on Wednesday, August 28th at 6 p.m. right here at the Community Center. And what a great opportunity to hear this guy speak. The president of the island of Brava, right here in the Community Center on the 28th of August. So that is really a great opportunity.
Yeah, is there a time for it?
Yeah, ooh, it says the 28th at 6 p.m.
6
Yeah,
p.m., there you
yeah,
go.
I did say
All
it.
right.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
All right. Also, the Harwich Historical Society Farmers Market will be held in their original location. So they're going to be in their original location. I know after the tornado, they had to move for a week, and it was a little bit, unsure as to where they'd be. Well, now everything is back to normal there. So they're going to their original location outside the Brooks Academy Museum on Parallel Street, Thursdays from 3 to 6. So every Thursday, 3 to 6, farmers market, and at their original location. So I can get my favorite food there.
Yes, you can. Scones.
And
Some of them come with raisins.
I'm not positive that scones are there, but I know years ago they used to be. Anyway.
Yes, hopefully.
Yes. The dump is still waiving brush and tree removal fees until Monday, August 12th. So if you still have a lot of brush around and your tree removal, et cetera, you still have until Monday, August 12th to get rid of it. And the dump is waiving the fees, so that's really good for people. That does help people. Mm-hmm. Now, the Second Glance Thrift Shop. This is one that you're familiar with.
Yes, I certainly am.
They are looking for an insured person or company to do furniture pickups in Brewster, Chatham, Dennis, and Harwich. This would normally involve small pieces like tables, chairs, end tables, dressers, etc. No upholstered furniture. If you know of someone who might be interested in this job, please let us know at 508-432-6519. That's 508-432-6519. And Eileen, you know firsthand the quality of the furniture that ends up there.
I do, and it is so important that we take advantage of everything that is donated to us. As you probably know, Second Glance Thrift Store is a great revenue stream for the family pantry, except for the manager and the assistant manager. All of the people that work there are volunteers. Everything that we receive is donated, it's looked at, it's decided upon as to whether it will sell in the shop or not. And I'm telling you the truth, as soon as that furniture goes out on the table, it's gone.
It's gone.
I work there one afternoon a week, and I was just there. And it is just amazing to see things come in and go out. And it all helps feed people who need help.
Yeah.
So please, if you know of someone that could help with the pickups, it's very important, because furniture is something that a lot of people do come into the store looking for.
Very
Thanks.
good. Yeah, that would be great. Thanks, Eileen. Now we're going to go down to the library to see the latest of what's going on there. So the Children's Library. So let's catch up with the activities at the Children's Library.
Hello, I'm Ann Carpenter from the Brooks Free Library, here to talk about some of the special programs we have going on at the library this week. On Friday, August 9th, we are going to be doing our Friday craft at 2:30, and this week we're going to be making some alien climbers. So you make a little alien person, which can be as strange and unusual as you want it to be, and then we attach it to some string, and when you pull the sides of the string, it'll make the little alien walk up the string. So it's a really nice uniting of art and a little bit of science there too, with talking about how it works. And the kids always get a really big kick out of watching it move. On Monday, August 12th, we are going to have our middle school craft for grades 5 and above at 2:30, and this week they're going to be doing some tie-dye, always a popular one. So you definitely want to bring your own white article of clothing to that program, and at 2:30 we will be tie-dyeing them. On August 13th, which is a Tuesday, we're going to have the Creature Teachers. This is another extremely popular program, which is bringing live animals into the library. They always have a wide variety of different animals. Because it is very popular, if you have problems parking, you can park across the street at Brooks Park or the Town Hall. The program is free and registration is not required. We will be giving out free tickets starting at 2 o'clock on a first-come, first-served basis. At 2:30 on August 14th, we will have a Build It Challenge. We're going to be making newspaper houses. So given nothing but newspaper and tape, can you build a structure that you can fit inside? Which is always fun, and it's kind of self-leveling because the little kids only have to build a little structure and the bigger kids have to build a much bigger structure. We did have a family of 5 at one point come in with all 5 kids and built a structure the entire family could fit inside. So that's sort of like the level of challenge that we have going on here. And then on August 15th, which is a Thursday at 2:30 on August 15th, Marcus the Magician will be coming in. That's another very popular program where we will start handing out free tickets starting at 2 o'clock. Of course, our summer reading program is ongoing, and even though it's halfway through August, it is not too late to sign up for that. Every time a student reads for 2.5 hours, they can earn a free book to build up their own home library and a small prize. And they can do that as many times over the summer as they want. So if they're reading 2.5 hours every day, more power to them. They can come in every day and get a new free book. If you have any questions about any of our programs, you can reach us at brooksfreelibrary.org, or you can call us at 508-430-7562, extension 2.
There is always something great going on at that library.
How lucky are we?
How lucky are
We say
we?
it all the time, but it's the truth.
It really is,
Yeah.
and that was great. Okay, very good.
Thank you, Ann.
Thanks. Appreciate that, Ann. Okay, this is something good.
Yes, it is, and we were just reminiscing about a former colleague of ours Paul that used to be on with us, and this was one of his favorite events to announce. The homemade pie sale is being held Sunday, August 11th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. The location is at the Harwich Historical Society, 80 Parallel Street, Harwich. And as he always used to tell people, arrive early to select your fresh and delicious homemade pies. All proceeds benefit the activities of the Society and the preservation of Harwich history. Both very important things, and you get delicious pies.
Yes, you do.
But you should get there early. I remember Paul used to go early and
Yeah,
stand
he
in
did.
line.
He did to get his choice.
He did get his choice of
Absolutely.
pies. Yes,
Yep.
he had a favorite pie.
Very good. Here is a date you have to put in your date book if you are a non-resident taxpayer, even if you're not, but if you're a non-resident taxpayer, the annual non-resident taxpayer meeting is going to be August 12th, 2019. The Harwich Board of Selectmen will hold this meeting, no earlier than 6:30 p.m. during their regular meeting in the Don B. Griffin Meeting Room, located at 732 Main Street in Harwich. All Harwich non-resident taxpayers are encouraged to attend this informational meeting, which will provide an overview of town government and provide non-resident taxpayers an opportunity to raise and discuss issues and concerns. Now, topics will include, but not limited to, the Fire Station Number 2 update, a report from the Harbor Master, John Rendon, a report from the Recreation Director, Eric Beebe, a report from the DPW Director, Link Hooper, and the Council on Aging programs, and last but not least, but I think very important, a report from Channel 18, Jamie Goodwin, and the YouTube access when you're not on the Cape. So, a lot of people say, well, I don't live in Harwich, I can't watch the show. Yes, you can. And Jamie will explain that, and she'll also let you know what's going on here at Channel 18. So make sure you get to that meeting. Again, August 12th at 6:30 p.m. in the Griffin Room at Town Hall.
And Emily Mitchell, the COA director, will be there
She will.
talking about the Council on Aging programs, which are very important for non-resident as well as full-time residents.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So, folks, that is our show for this week. We really appreciate you joining us. On behalf of all of us here at Channel 18, we thank you.
Yes, and please take advantage of everything we've told you about going on around town, especially if you can volunteer some time for the Second Glance thrift store.
Oh, you got that in,
For
didn't you?
furniture pickups.
Bye-bye for now.
Bye.